Hello and good day, good vibers. It is your girl Esther Joy coming at you with another video on this channel. We love to talk about love, light, joy, and peace. So if you, my friend, are one of those amazing beings that are spreading these good vibrations, then hit subscribe, join the Good Vibes Delivery family. Thank you to all of my subscribers. I sincerely appreciate and love each and every one of you. Thank you. So in this video, I wanted to talk about our inner child and really explain the importance to why we want to do the inner child healing work and all of that fun jazz. So without further ado, let's just hop on in. Okay, so as many of you know, as kids, we, from the age of I'm gonna say, when you're age up until 3, you don't really remember anything. You probably don't have any memories of when you were that young. If you do, it's very rare. So during that time, when you are a child, your brain is developing very, very quickly, and you are just collecting all the data around you and making sense of the world. So you're not really forming memories just because your brain is doing so much learning and so much collecting. It's creating a foundation for your life. So with that being said, when we were that age, it's not like we really had control over anything in our life, to be honest. We were just kind of born into the world, and we learned whatever our environment showed us. So for the most part, we as children, kids, can pick up a lot. When you're in your mama's womb, you can still hear what's going on outside, and you can still feel if, she's stressed or there's tension. You can still definitely feel it. Kids pick up on energy like you would not believe. They are very, very sensitive to this stuff. So they are picking up on things about people that we can't see. They will pick up on emotional traumas in their parents. That's just how it is. It's amazing. But also, with that being said, if we don't ever acknowledge the past traumas that may have happened in our life, some of these traumas could just be passed down from our ancestors, and that is crazy to think about. I was thinking about it the other day, and I saw a post on Instagram where it was like you were in your grandma as an egg inside your mom. And with that being said, that's so crazy that you were experiencing that part. Sure, you were an egg, but that egg's still gonna pick up a little bit on what's happening. Now, I'm not gonna go that far in this inner child healing and say that you need to go all the way back to when you were an egg inside your grandmother's womb, because that sounds a little excessive. But I will say that that is some extreme inner child healing, and you will be healing your ancestors' lineage. When you do inner child work, here's how it goes down. In your brain, when you envision a younger version of you, when you see that small child you, maybe there was something traumatic that happened when you were younger, and as kids, we collect as much information as we can and try to connect the dots. So maybe something really unfortunate happened to you when you were a young child, and you connected the dots and said that, this happened to you because you deserve it, or, you did something to deserve the poor treatment that you were getting. And that is, you know, as kids, we're just doing the best that we can and connecting the dots. And a lot of the times our parents were also, you know, they have their own traumatic stuff, and we pick up on it and think it's normal. And it's, unfortunately, it is normal. Most of the world, if not everyone in the world, has gone through some kind of traumatic or life-changing, unfortunate event. But that doesn't mean that, you know, you did something wrong to deserve it, or you are unworthy in some way, or that these bad things should happen to you. And that is a part of the inner child work. So when you are a child, you are creating all of these new neural pathways. And if you know anything about neuroplasticity, the more that you actively engage with thinking certain thoughts, reacting in certain ways, the stronger they become. So if you assume that, you know, the bad things happen to you just because you were born that way, then you create a neural pathway from a young age that's only going to get stronger and stronger and stronger as you grow older. Now, that's, you know, everyone knows this. Maybe you've had like specific problems that you've had your whole life that you've grown up with because of something that traumatic happened in your childhood. And that is totally, totally okay. It sucks, but it's important to acknowledge that for the inner child healing. So when you, again, are looking in your mind's eye and you see that small version of you that, you know, was hurt or scared or just felt unworthy or insecure, when you see them in your mind's eye, I want you to run up to them and give them a hug and tell them that they are safe, and tell them how loved they are, and tell them how proud you are of the person they're becoming. This psychologically does something. It's almost like you're telling your past traumas, the things that you've grown up with, and the things that you've just created such strong pathways with. When you mentally bring yourself to that point where you were creating those connections, you are going back in time, my friend. Your brain is magic. And you are literally changing those neural pathways so that you can create your new reality, so that you don't have to continue to repeat the vicious cycles of victimhood, and that you can actually see your true worth by accepting your inner self. If maybe you felt unloved by your parents as a child, now is a great time to just go in your mind's eye to see that inner child and be the love you didn't have as a kid. Whatever you felt like you were deprived of or unfortunately happened to you as a child, and sometimes it can be really small stuff and it can seem insignificant to us, but you know, even in those like small stuff, they can still be very, very significant to a kid. And a kid can kind of, you know, latch onto it, and it can become a lot more than just, you know, a surface level occurrence that happened. So yes, inner child work, it is important, especially, you know, on your, you know, your awakening journey, when you are looking back to forgive whatever you felt like was unjust that happened to you, when you are going back in your past to forgive those occurrences and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, because you're just a kid. You didn't deserve the things that happened to you, but they happened to you for a reason. And that reason, I hope, is to make you aware of it, to make you stronger. inner child healing, for me personally, I created an online course, and I knew I wanted to implement this inner child healing because it is the most powerful form of healing. It's almost like time shifting, going back in time to when you were a kid, to erase some traumas that happened back then, and then coming back here in the present moment and seeing that, oh my God, I actually like released something that I've been holding on for the past 30 years that happened when I was 4 years old. That is incredible to me. So with this online course, I have really implemented a lot of inner child healing with every single exercise. I wanted to make sure that a kid would even enjoy the exercises that are included to kind of help tap into the chakra points. So with each lesson, it's fun, and it just, gets you to tap into that childlike wonder of the world. Kids are amazing. They really are. We are always striving to look at the world like they do, because when you were a kid, everything was amazing. Everything was new. Your eyes were fresh. Like, you just wanted to explore and interact with everything. And I think that's an amazing way to be in the world. We, even as kids, maybe we got shut down for being too curious, and that caused us now to feel like being too curious, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. It's an interesting thing, inner child healing, because you couldn't really control what happened in your childhood, but now that you're an adult, you do have the power to go back and to heal those parts of yourself and really accept them. If you are interested in learning more about inner child healing, if you're interested in joining me in my online chakra course, where we'll be going over how we can heal ourselves energetically, mentally, spiritually, and just physically, join me. I'll leave all the information down below. If you're interested in signing up to get my chakra ebook, then reserve your copy down below as well. Yeah, but other than that, that's what I have on inner child healing, inner child work. It is very important. It is very powerful, and it is like profoundly powerful. So, just sit with yourself, meditate for a little bit, bring yourself back into your mind's eye with your child self. Give yourself a hug, give yourself a kiss, tell yourself all of the things you wish someone told you when you were younger, and just accept that everything happens for a reason. I love you so much, my friend. If you enjoyed this video, then press that thumbs up so I know so, and it will also let me know to create more videos like this one. Of course, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, then leave them in the comments down below. I love connecting to you guys that way. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, my friend. I love you so much. Good vibe, family. I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Namaste.